There is growing international interest in the potential of the cultural and creative industries to drive sustainable development and create inclusive job opportunities. Nigeria is also increasingly focusing on ways in which the arts, culture, and heritage sectors can contribute to social growth and serve as an alternative source for economic development. Our topic today is role and importance of arts and culture in economic and social development. This is Break It Down. Hello and welcome to Break It Down, where we make matters of policies, societal issues, governance and development easily understood by all. Today I am with a truly great Nigerian, a man who has done a lot for this country, a man who is noted for bringing progressive changes to tourism, culture and arts in Nigeria. There's never been none like him, and I'm so excited to be with him today. He is Otunba Segun Runsewe. He is the Director General, National Council for Arts and Culture, NCAC. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much, Madam Moji. Please let me commend your brand.
Thank you.
Break It Down is an instructive statement that whatever needed to be discussed as a very serious issue in Nigeria, you need to break it down. And I can see this platform as where it is being broken down. Yeah, it's a huge statement. And I commend you for that.
That's what we try to do.
Yes.
And that is why my first question here from my producer is, what is art, culture, and heritage? So the viewers out there will understand. Please break it down, sir.
Yes, I'm going to break it down. I'm happy that the platform is about breaking it down.
Yeah.
And I would love to break it down in a way that everyone can hook up and understand with us. You see, culture is the biggest brand in the history of the whole world. If you go to the airport, you're traveling, they will tell you to remove your shoe, remove your bag, Nobody ever asks to remove your culture. It's inbuilt. It's part of you. Culture is the best instrument to speak for a people. And that is why a people without culture, they're not fit to live. And I will give you a coin today that there's this popular saying, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. No, it was wrong. My people perish because of lack of culture.
Oh.
Yeah.
Break it down.
Yeah. You see, culture is the best instrument for people to live in peace. Culture is the biggest build breeder to bring up different community, different group of people to be together, and culture unites them. That is why I said the easiest way to solve the challenges Nigeria is facing today is through cultural diplomacy. Culture, my dear, if you have a culture, I have a culture.
Yes.
The gentleman there, all of them have culture.
Yeah.
Why do we have disagreement today? Why do we have issues? We need to break it down. Oh yes. It's simple. Because you don't respect my culture, I don't respect yours. There can be peace. The Igbo man says, if you are coming to discuss serious business with me, bring a piece of kola nut. Let's pour liberation and break the kola before any business. That's the Igbo man's culture. The Hausa man said, before you enter my house, please remove your shoes. I say my prayers there. The Yoruba man want to eat amala. With his hand, the smoke from the amala will be coming out from his fingers. That's his joy. So why don't I respect your culture, respect mine? That is culture. Then you must send it with diplomacy. There are two types of diplomacy in the whole world. The soft and the hard. The hard is out of fashion. The softer one is the key word now. So, I softly tell you what I need to tell you. That is cultural diplomacy. So, culture is key. Then, art is what everybody can do with his hand without any stress. That is why this sector is the only sector that nobody is a failure. Even if somebody makes F9 in school, in this sector is a superstar. You don't need a PhD, MSc, first degree to produce this maths, to produce this beautiful thing. What you are seeing here today is a car tire, which has been thrown away. Now we just wear cloth for it. It's not my center table. Every year or every 6 months, I can choose to change the pattern. So, culture, arts, and tourism is key to any other sector to help the ordinary people. Every society in the world must know that if this sector is working, poverty is reduced, challenges are reduced, and we make a better living for everyone.
Okay, by means of solution, you just said diversity is perhaps not respected. We are not respecting each other. And maybe that's why there's no peace in Nigeria today. How can it be harmonized? How can we harmonize all these cultural differences and become one, a unified unit from our resolutions?
That's what I'm doing here. If you remember, if you recollect properly, after the Civil War in 1970, the Civil War, our then leaders met and said they need two products that can unite, reorganize us, and bring us together. And they choose culture and sports. That's why you have the National Sports Festival. You have the National Festival for Arts and Culture. That's the secret. Most Nigerians don't even know. It's not about dancing. It's not about joking. It's about serious business. Now, out of these two from 1970, my agency have NAFES. We go from each state, from one state to the other. By the grace of God this year, we are going to Ekiti State in November. Now, every other state, 36 plus Abuja, we meet in Ekiti. The reason why we have all these shallow beliefs of not hate speech, fake news and all of this is because we don't appreciate each other. I'm a Yoruba man, born and brought up in the north. You dare not tell me a northerner is not a good man. On what basis? I lived with northerners. I was born and brought up there. Most of my schoolmates, home and abroad, were from the east, from the south. I don't even want to hear that issue. Telling me you want to judge somebody from where he comes from. It's unfortunate. It's not right. But if we respect each other, how do we respect each other? We need to meet more time. That's why the National Youth Service Corps is a very, very important platform of uniting this country. Do you know that the National Youth Service Corps have brought about cross marriages over 72% in the history of our country? And then somebody is telling me we should sit down and scrap NYSC. I'm pleading. I'm not arguing with them. I'm pleading. We must continue to use everything possible to unite our people. Please, I'd like to correct an impression today. There's no problem in Nigeria. What we have are challenges. Okay. Nobody can become a champion without going through some challenges. No country in the world that is good today that hasn't gone through some challenges. Without challenges, you have no story to tell.
You just talked about festivals as unifying avenues for Nigerians from all the states. And I was going to ask you, was part of my questions, what has happened to festivals and carnivals? But now you just informed me. Is it that there's no sensitization, no publicity? Because in the past, if we had festivals, I'll be there. He will be there, everybody will be there, the children will be there, from across states.
Yeah.
What exactly has happened? Why is it now low-key?
There's a disconnection, which we must get clear. The first festival in the world is 1865, Trinidad and Tobago, followed by Brazilian Carnival, the Notting Hill Carnival. Then we came up with Abuja Carnival. The mistake we had there is that every state wants to have a carnival. No. You don't have two carnivals in Europe, in Trinidad, in Brazil. There's one major, the mother of all festivals. That's okay. States like Ekiti, Kaduna, Ogun, Rivers, I think Kebbi, and Oyo, also Kano, some few I can remember now, have a very good constituency carnivals. You see, carnivals are in stages. That's where we got it wrong. There are carnivals that speaks for the country. There are carnivals that speaks for the community. There are carnivals that speaks for the state. But you have to identify their brand, their level, and what you intend to achieve with them. And above all, what is the content of each carnival? Every carnival must have the content.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the economy now. You've talked a bit about it. How can we actually use arts and culture, maybe perhaps I should even add tourism, to stimulate the economy as other countries have done? Because Nigeria has still not been able to do it.
No, not really. You see, I would love to use Dubai as a platform on this matter. Dubai had oil.
Yes.
And all the money of Dubai with the oil, they turn it to what they call that thing? Cultural tourism product. Then when they saw that they've been able to make a mark, they now took over the housing, which is the real estate of tourism, into their own. Now, they invested all the money to build up their GDP and their economy. So that's why I'm telling Nigerians today that we must I'm coming up with a document. Nigeria economy beyond oil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the biggest disadvantage is that one day, someday, this oil will dry up. One day, this oil will become not our major focus. We need to have a backup, and the best backup other countries have used before now is this sector. So we need to take advantage. What is the advantage? Enough of all these professors speaking the big English on television. No, that's not the issue. Look, ordinary man produce this until we can generate dollars. Foreigners coming to spend their money here. That is when our naira will become stronger. You get my point? So we need to quickly look beyond oil and start to capitalize on this. Other countries of the world, some of them have Arts and Craft Bank, Tourism Bank. They give some special rates to the practitioners and stakeholders who create more jobs. When there are more jobs, reduce crime, reduce unemployment, make a better society. And this is a sector that can do it. So my agency is doing that right away. Every of our program, we do skill acquisition, train the trainers, capacity building, and we have that in large quantity.
Well, we'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll be looking at government involvement in the culture and art sector. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
Trending and current issues.
The COVID-19 vaccine is a blessing from my own point of view.
NGOs have a role to play.
Government policies.
Would you agree that the government is proactive enough? I think they are. What is your opinion?
We need to do more.
The training of women
Goes beyond
rhetorics of government and concrete action.
NGO welfare programs that directly affect the average Nigerian home and the common man in the language that is easily understood by all.
It doesn't matter that the legislative arm and the executive arm should be at loggerhead to show that there's checks and balances.
Where is the checks and balances they ask?
Every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on this station.
Yeah, it's still on Break It Down, and we're still with the erudite, the very great man, Otunba Segun Runsewe of the NCAC. Yeah, we're just talking about, I was wondering about government involvement, and because you just talked about all the worthy things and can be derived from culture, arts, and tourism. What about government's involvement? Is the government sincere enough? Because in the past, I keep referring to the past. I'm sorry about that. In the past, we had places we could visit just to go relax and then buy some things, like you said, things that were created by us. We were very, very involved. We were very, very interested. We had conducive environments where we could go to. But now I doubt if we have much of such.
Yes, you see, we do. First and foremost, we need as a people to understand that this sector is not about beating drums, dancing. No, it is a business, and a business like must see it that way. Based on your question today, I can tell you authoritatively that government is not Father Christmas. That's a mistake most people do. Most times when government appoint some people, they are waiting for the same government to come and show them. When they were appointed, were they blind people who need somebody to hold the walking stick for them? No, certainly not. Before you are even, or immediately you are appointed, you are supposed to have a template of what you want to achieve. In most cases, we lack that. So, government is not Father Christmas. Government needs to see a sincerity of purpose in you as a person, in your sector, collectively. Then government can put in some support. Yes, you may be right, but since I became the DG of NCAC, I've got tremendous support. Tremendous support, I must say. One, from my minister, Alhaji Mohammed, tremendous. From the Minister of Finance, oh God, such a wonderful woman who from time to time want to know what you are doing with what has been given to you last year. If I need to publicly commend the Honorable Minister of Finance, she always asks us to come back with a document of what we have done. Then the National Assembly, who, since I became the DG of NCAC, have given tremendous support to this sector. They say it and they said, oh, this man has something to offer. So, if others don't have such profile, well, they need to learn. I mean, we must all know that being in an office is an opportunity in life. What a legacy are you leaving behind? So that comes to that, you're very critical. I love it. We are breaking it down, really. That's the truth. You get my point? Now, with all those key players, I remember an encounter we had with the Honorable Chairman, House Committee on Culture and Tourism, Honorable Obede Yama from Edo State. Obede Yama personally followed us to site to say, look, who you are training. I was extremely impressed. You see, one bad thing is we like to destroy everything around us. Yeah. It's not good. The ones that are good, we should credit them. I mean, the House Committee followed us from one place to the other to check what we were doing. They came back the following year and said, yes, these guys need more funds to do more. And that's what we are doing. So, also, maybe I use this your program, since we are breaking it down. Nigerians who celebrate Nigerians abroad, we've also opened a new platform for them. Okay. Like the Chelsea Man City match, where, what's the name of that guy? Ndidi. And his other friend, what's his name? This guy's name, the footballer. I remember his name, Iheanacho.
Okay.
Came after the match and wrapped himself in Nigerian flag.
That was a huge.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
What are we talking about? There were over 2,000 cameras.
Made us all so proud.
Absolutely. There was over 2,000 cameras screening the whole world. And Nigerian color was green, white, green, making a statement.
To say we are proud of our country.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was very happy. We're doing a contest on that matter now. Okay. Art contest on that picture. Yeah. We have. We don't celebrate our best, which is not good. How long are we going to continue doing that?
We had first-hand experience in AIT when our chairman, High Chief Raymond Dokpesi, woke up and said, everybody must bear an African name.
Fantastic.
You must put on African clothes.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
And that's what we do in AIT. And we're talking about forging an identity, national cultural identity for Nigeria. How difficult is it for us to insist, for example, that we buy made in Nigeria and we wear made in Nigeria? That will help the sector, if you agree with me.
Well, Moji, since you want us to break it down, I continue repeating it because I'm really touched this afternoon. Yes. We need to break some things down. I must commend the chairman of AIT because something happened. One of our programs, a lady representing AIT mentioned her name, and all the foreigners at the event was like, "This is job broking, calling the name." And I said, "Excuse me, call me some of the names in your country." We must believe in ourselves and celebrate our best. Coming to that, maybe through your program, one of the people I love to talk to are the bankers. The bankers wear suits as if they don't wear suits, their balance will not come true. Our pastors wear suits as if God will not answer the prayers. Honestly, we must change those attitudes. If you go to anywhere in the world now, they celebrate their own. Yes. We must buy our own, believe in our own, establish our own for our economy to be better. Do you know how many Nigerians are buying suits sold by a foreigner? Honestly. And some of these suits are not as beautiful. Look at what I'm wearing. This is a local. Look at what you are wearing.
I was leaving home today. Everybody was, I like your dress. And I said, and it's very cheap.
Absolutely.
Affordable.
That's the unfortunate thing. Yes. They go to buy all these big suits and everything. Do you know that as of today, we have been able to identify some shoemakers who makes lovely shoes, sweet pattern shoes. By the way, it's our pattern they come to pick in Kano, take abroad, and then say they have some important shoes. Leather. Our leather, that's where I'm going to. So I really will want, maybe through you, pass this message as we are breaking it down. Let them join it down and be part of this spirit of believing in Nigeria, in our people. And there is no amount of deceit. It will not take too long. Look at school uniform. Some schools will tell you, "Oh, my daughter's school, they just imported their uniform from Germany, from Japan." I mean, it's a shame. Our children have lost our cultural values. It's through this, my office, my agency, we are bringing them back. That please, our culture is about dignity, respect, and love for each other. If our generation, to a large extent, have made some mistakes, what correction are we making?
So what kind of social engineering, social change are you looking at?
Oh, I'm doing a lot. I'm the one working on immorality. Even on rape, I have a very big platform. We are doing it, but doing it with cultural diplomacy.
Oh, what does that mean? Break it down, please.
Yes, cultural diplomacy. We're using cultural content, but diplomatically, to send the message. So nobody is offended. Nobody gets bad, but the message sinks in. And we break it down to them. It's simple.
Is it that we have been too exposed to Western influence?
Absolutely, yes. Okay. Yes, I agree with you. We have. And you know, the younger ones, if you don't engage them quickly, they will come with the wrong perception. Why do we do that? We need to engage them quickly from schools, from social organizations, etc., to get them key into our psyche of believing in our culture, which is about dignity, love, and respect for each other.
Okay, let's quickly look at the Buy Niger project. It's broad, and a lot of people, private individuals, have taken it up upon themselves, upon their shoulders, to spread the message of Buy Nigeria. Is government supporting these individuals? Because some of them complain that they cannot do it alone.
You are right. The Buy Nigerian, we need to have what I call seed money. Encourage these people, because if you don't have seed money, the continuity will have some fractions. Yeah. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Ministry of Investment, Commerce and Investment, I think they're doing something at that level. But on our own part, we're engaging all the stakeholders to tell them, produce more Nigerian products and we will support you. Look, I buy all of this from all of them. All this was bought from them. All this, everything.
And they're lovely.
They're lovely. My plant is produced locally.
Wow.
Yeah, it was produced locally in Abeokuta,
Wow.
Ogun State. We brought a lot, and we have been encouraging offices. Let us use our local fabrics so that we can make a difference. If you see my office, everything here is produced locally. Yeah.
Let's talk to Nigerians now about citizen responsibility in this whole cultural affair.
The citizen responsibility is for us to patronize each other, to believe in each other, and see how best we can contribute for the upcoming Nigerians to appreciate and understand that our culture is truly our pride. And that's why I always say, oil is good, but culture, tourism, and art is better, because oil is exhaustible, but culture, tourism, and art, it's inexhaustible. It could make the difference for our great country if you all key into it and believe into it. Thank you very much.
Thanks for being on this show, sir.
Thanks
for watching. We'll be back same time next week. This is Break It Down.